Good morning. It is Saturday. We are officially one full week post show, which is crazy. I just had my first meal. I slept in. I got a full 8 hours of sleep, which is that hasn't happened in a really long time. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm feeling really good. Had my first meal. I'm drinking my homemade sweet and salty cold brew, which I'm obsessed with, and I'm excited for a good day. I didn't end up sitting down and catching up on all of the things last night, but today I absolutely will. I also have some recent purchases that I want to share as I'm getting into my reverse and just continuing that. So I thought that would be fun. I can show what those are and also just give a general update on how the reverse has gone. What has the first week post show, post prep season been like? How I'm feeling, a bit of an update on my weight, because that has been kind of just an interesting point that I don't know that I necessarily expected post show. So I can kind of get into my experience with that. And yeah, I've been showing meals that I've been having. So just kind of talking about my general strategy with eating and how I'm viewing food and food focus, cravings, all of the post prep things. So I will be sure to do that. But right now I am going to get some steps in and then head to the gym for my last cardio session of the week. Just 30 minutes on the stairs, and then I'm going to spend a lot of time stretching because I am very sore from the new training phase that I'm on. So happy Saturday, putting out good energy because we need it after this week. And yeah, I'm just excited for the day. So we will talk soon. This is my cardio outfit for today. I have a Viore sports bra that I actually haven't worn in quite some time. It's got the little V on the side, and then just my usual favorite Gymshark shorts. And that's that. I am feeling really good today. Just body wise, my weight did drop down a little bit, so I will talk about that in my update, but for now I am feeling good and happy with where things are at. So let's go get our cardio in. All right, for breakfast today I am having the pumpkin pie overnight oats that I've been making, topped with a lot of sunflower butter and honey. Okay, I just got ready to go to the nail salon. I'm wearing my Amazon one-piece jumpsuit situation, and then I forget where this little jacket is from. Also my sunglasses are, this camera angle is cracking me up. These are from Vela. I am obsessed with these sunglasses. They're literally my favorite. So yeah, this is a bad camera angle OOTD, but I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm getting my toes done too, and I'm very excited. And then I'm also going to scout out brunch places for tomorrow because I have a brunch date and we are indecisive on where we're gonna go. So I'm gonna scout out some places.
Great. The next one.
I am back from getting my nails done and also doing some shopping. They turned out gorgeous as usual. I have said it once and I'll say it again. I'm obsessed with my nail girl here in Chicago. She is the best and always does such a good job. But yeah, and then I did a little bit of shopping and that was great. And now I'm finally gonna do the unboxing, or not unboxing, but just show some of the recent purchases that I got, because some are lightly health related and some are not. But I also want to talk about my first week post-show experience while I do that. So I am going to put a sweatshirt on because it's a little bit chilly. Probably the same sweatshirt that I've been wearing for the past quite a few days, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so I actually realized that I did not give myself enough time to do this properly how I would like to. So I'm gonna save the recent purchases for tomorrow, because tonight I'm actually going to a drinks and dessert date with one of my really good friends at this place here in Chicago that I've been wanting to try called Trivoli Tavern. I'm very, very excited. I feel like it's one of those places where everyone has been but me, so I'm pumped that I got a reservation. It's one of the ones where you have to really be on the dot, waiting for reservations to open up to get a seat at a decent time. So we're going tonight and I'm so excited. It'll also be really good to catch up with my friend. He is somebody who I've been friends with since college. We actually lived on the same floor freshman year, and he's just such a doll. So I'm really excited to see him and go out and be social and get dressed up and all of the fun things for that. So instead of the unboxing, I'm just gonna do that tomorrow, and I am just going to kind of give an update of what life has been like this first week post show, because it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I'm drinking a Zevia. I'm very behind on my water today because I've been out and about running errands, so forgive me. This neck and face look kind of crazy. Also, my hair looks a little crazy as well, but that's fine. This is the creamy root beer flavor, by the way. So good. I can't decide if this one or the cream soda one is my favorite, but this one's so tasty and I'm really thirsty, so forgive me. Okay, post-show was what I expected and also not what I expected all at the same time. I feel like I did a lot of research and just preparation of kind of trying to get myself as prepared as I could be for a rough post-show experience, because that's what everybody talks about. They're like, oh my gosh, reversing is so hard, it's harder than prep and all of these things, which I feel like I've talked about in a previous video before. So I really did my due diligence to brace myself for post-show, I guess, but nothing can really prep you aside from just going through it and experiencing it. So my biggest, I would say, challenge that I had this first week post show was just sadness. Honestly, it was the post show blues, kind of the come down of an incredible weekend for show number 2, both the show itself and getting to spend that time with my mom and all of that, but then also the Sunday that I had after, celebrating with my mom and with my friends and with loved ones. That was the most perfect day ever. I really can't describe how much that blew my expectations out of the water. I don't know if it's because I just hadn't gone out and about and done things in forever, or if it's because I just truly do have the best people in my life and I felt so loved and celebrated and had such a phenomenal day. It just feels like such a special day looking back on it. And coming off of all of that excitement, boom, show number 2, which was so fun, and I was so proud of how I looked relative to show number 1 even. I felt like I really gave it my everything going into show 2, and I looked like I never thought that I would look before. And so like you're on a high from that, you're on a high from celebrating afterwards and like celebrating all of this hard work and like kind of reuniting with people who you haven't done like normal social things with in forever. Coming off of that is like, for me, it was very, very challenging. I was very sad. I was very just like, I don't know, I just kind of went through the week super emotional. I think part of that was also due to my hormones being a little bit out of whack. So my period I have had my period all throughout prep, which is incredible, and I'm very grateful for it because I know that it's not uncommon for people to lose their cycle during the process. So I'm grateful that I had it, but it has been a little not regular. If so, like as an example, it's like started early and then lasted quite a bit longer than it typically does. And before prep, I was like a very regular cycle type of person, so that kind of gives me some indication that my hormones were going through it a little bit. So I think that also attributed to a very, very emotional week. So that was like my biggest challenge, was just kind of like the come down, if you will, of like such a phenomenal experience, and also just being sad that prep is over. Like you spend so much time working towards a goal, and then when the goal's done, like I think it's kind of normal to be sad that that is not your primary focus anymore. So that was kind of my first biggest thing. The second thing that I felt really heavily the first couple days, and now thank goodness like I'm managing it much better, is body image. So I took a intuitive eating day on Sunday, just like I did for my last show. So I enjoyed eating out and it was incredible. I wasn't worried about tracking. I wasn't worried about any of it. Monday came around and I decided to take another intuitive eating day. That was not part of my plan. And if we're being really honest, it was just so that I could like continue nibbling on all of the sweets that I had, that everybody had gotten me from my like show celebration. So did I go crazy? No. Could I have like buttoned it up a little bit more? Absolutely. Did that weigh on me more than it should have? Yes. I woke up Tuesday and I like had all of this, I don't know if it was guilt or just like regret or like, oh man, like I shouldn't have done a second intuitive eating day, yada, 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 whatever. I let it stress me out more than I needed to, when in reality, it could have been a like, you wanted to have another intuitive eating day, you wanted to enjoy sweets, that's that sort of thing. So that then fed into my weight being up naturally, because you're having food and sugar and things that you haven't had in 6+ months. So my weight was a little bit up. I felt like I had like lost all of my progress. I felt like I had lost like the body that I had worked so hard for. And looking in the mirror, I was really sad to see my body change. And that I think was tied to initially like having an additional intuitive eating day that just like got into my head too much, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've just lost all my progress, I've like blown my reverse, yada yada. After my second intuitive eating day, I've been right back on plan and like hit my macros, and I'm doing my cardio and I'm training, and my weight has dropped back down. I'm currently only 2 pounds above my lowest weight of prep, which I would say is pretty great. And I'm really happy with that, and I'm really happy with how I look. So some of that was like tied to guilt around eating whatever I wanted on Monday, but then also some of it is tied to just, it's a little bit of a shock because you spend a lot of time, 24 weeks of time, trying to get your body to be as lean as possible and to look a certain way, and then for the goal now to be the opposite of that. You're trying to gain back weight so that you can be healthy. It's a very hard shift of mindset to have initially. And so I just had to kind of deal with it, you know. You just kind of have to recognize, like, that's what a reverse is. It's gaining weight and it's your body changing, and that doesn't mean that you are like throwing away everything that you worked for. It's just a continuation of the process, and it's part of it. So I can do kind of a separate section on like how I've dealt with the reverse part and the body image part of it, but I'm really thankful that I'm in a much better place with it now. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling healthier. I'm sleeping better, which I have not had in such a long time. So yeah, those are really the two biggest things: the emotion / sadness, and then also the body image part of it as well. I also had an especially crazy work week with just a lot of kind of crazy things happening in my work life that also contributed to the stress, and that also played a role. So my mom and I kind of kept referring to this week as an adjustment week because I just felt really out of sorts for a lot of it. I felt sad. I felt a little bit lost. I felt incredibly indecisive. Like I didn't really know. It was kind of like the prep brain fog, but with a lens of like numbness and like a little bit of very sad feelings along with it. So that's the real talk. I feel for anybody who is struggling going through their post-show experience. It's not easy. Everybody deals with different things. I'm so thankful that I do not have like an insatiable amount of hunger. My hunger levels seem to be pretty normal. Food focus is probably a little bit higher just because I'm letting myself have different meals because I follow macros, and so I'm introducing like foods that I really enjoy and that are healthy and nutrient dense, but that I haven't had in a while. So my focus on meals is probably a little bit higher, but as far as like actual physical hunger or anything like that, I am feeling really good and really healthy and satisfied with my meals. So all of that to say, my heart goes out to anybody who struggles with like binging or like extreme hunger or anything like that post-show, because that is a beast, and I can't even imagine that experience. So focusing on the positives, I will share more tips on reverse things and how I am making the most of it and making it as best as it can be. But for now, I am going to get ready for a night out with one of my besties, and I'll show what I can of it. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I had the best time last night. I don't think I filmed any part of my outfit or of the night out last night, but I did go on a little drinks and dessert date with one of my like very best friends, my first friend who I met in college. So that was so much fun. We went to this place called Trivoli Tavern. We got a bottle of red wine and shared I think it's the sticky toffee date cake, and it was unreal. I'll say I'm sure it's partially being in prep, but also just like my nature of a person, who I am. Sorry, it's early. It's actually not early. I just haven't had coffee. I missed like getting ready to go out to things like no other. Me and one of my other best friends always joke. She's like, you like the getting ready process more than you actually like going out. And that is 100% true. It's just so nice to like put time into your makeup and your hair and then putting on an outfit. And it really is just like look good, feel good. So that was so much fun. We had a blast catching up. The dessert was unreal. Also something where it's like, I don't know if it's prep or what, but I've been having the most unreal meals out. Not even meals out, but just like items out. So yeah, that was delicious. I have a little bit of guilt over it, I would say, but that's part of the reverse. I am actively choosing to go out and to participate in these social activities and enjoy food and drinks and sweets and all of the things. And that is okay. And I am learning how to be okay with that and having things in moderation so that I still feel good, and also being very on point with my meals whenever I'm not going out. And I've never been a like order food in type of person. Like if I'm at home, I'm cooking my meals and I'm tracking my macros and everything is very on point. It's just whenever I go out that we're a little bit looser, and that's okay. So speaking of, have a brunch date today. So I am going to make a coffee, probably get some steps in just so that I can start the morning off with some movement, because I always feel better that way. And then I'm gonna get ready for my brunch date. I'm very excited. Alright, this is my brunch outfit. My sweater and jeans are both from Abercrombie. I can't remember where these little heeled sandals are from. I want to say Steve Madden potentially, but I'm not positive. But this is the brunch outfit. I am so excited, and it's a perfect Sunday. Hello, I am walking to my friend's apartment right now. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I hope it does not. Brunch was fantastic, and now I'm gonna go spend some time with my friend, just catching up and getting my steps in. So I am about to head back home. I just spent some time with my friends, and it was the perfect Sunday catch-up. So I'm gonna go home now and potentially run to the grocery store when I do. Tonight, I have had, honestly, the best day. I love a brunch out. It feels very Sunday. And then after that, I walked to my friend's apartment and honestly got in some really good steps today because it was a 50-minute walk each way and I walked there and back. So that made me feel really good, just getting to be outside and move my body. Definitely felt good after my socializing this weekend, but it was really good to catch up with my friend, and we really just sat and caught up on the week and talked about all of the things, so that is always good for the soul. And then after that, I came back and cleaned my apartment and have just been doing a little bit of work to prep for the week. So I'm gonna wrap up this video of like my first week post show here, and tomorrow I think I'm gonna start fresh and do this recent purchases haul that I've been meaning to get around to, and also share some tips and just things that I'm kind of using or incorporating personally to make the most out of my reverse diet. I am also traveling back to Indiana on Tuesday, so I thought that it could be good to show just like what a travel day looks like and how I plan on staying on track with traveling. And yeah, because I think those things are really helpful and I like to see what other people do. So that will be my plan. I can't believe we are 1 week post show and actively in my reverse diet. So it's been a good week overall. It started off rocky, but I'm really proud of myself for how I have kept a positive attitude and just stayed really self-aware throughout the whole process. Even in the tough moments, I think acknowledging that this is kind of what was expected is helpful. So proud of that, thankful for ending the week on a really high note, and I'm excited to see what next week brings. We will catch up then.